Alright, how's it going everyone? Reckless here, and with me today I have my 4K build that's mostly done, but here I have two x99 DELUXE boards, and what this is one of these is just a board or a box that holds all my extra stuff because the board turned out to be a dud where it wouldn't allow me to overclock. And so instead of waiting for a month for Asus to send me that board back, I went and bought a new one so I could get this build going. And I feel that this is probably somewhat beneficial because I'm able to actually make sure I have a working SD card this time so I can film the build of this to make a build video. And it's kind of pretty cool because all I have to do is just put in the motherboard and then all the stuff over here on the left, which is the processor, RAM, and video cards. And then that should be the main candy and main focus of this build, so I don't have to go in and actually like route all the wires and install the fans. So it'll just be kind of like the more like eye-catching stuff instead of all the boring stuff. So hopefully this build video won't be that long and hopefully it'll be enjoyable. So we'll get into it now, and I guess I'll just show you like the stuff I got. Put these out of the way. And so this is the case, which is a cooler, or it's a Corsair Air 540. And so like originally this is the orientation, but I modified it by putting these feet on the side so that I could put it like a hamburger and it'll be a lot easier to put it on my desk. At least this is what I originally bought the case. And then having it like this, I'll have the window on the open top side, so these LEDs that I installed along the side will really kind of be able to shine through, and they'll definitely show off the components within it. So it'll be a pretty cool case and a pretty cool kind of just like a showpiece, I think. So I'm pretty excited about this. And then just to show you this side of the board, take off the thumb screws. So here we have the power supply, which is a HXI1000, I think, or HX1000i from I think Corsair. And here's some nice white sheath cabling that I got to kind of match the case and match the motherboard. And as you see, it's just a big rat nest of cables. Here's my SD card reader, and here's my optical drive. And here I have the two Samsung 850 Pros, which are my SSDs. I put those in RAID 0, so a total of about a terabyte of space for programs and the operating system, so that everything will be booted up as fast as possible. And putting this back on. Alright, flipping back to the top. At the top here, I have my two Western Digital Red Pros, which are spinning at 7200 RPM. And these are 4 terabytes each. These are going to be my media dumps. They're going to be a total of 8 terabytes because they're in RAID 0, and these are just basically there to allow me to record 4K footage and dump them on there to have plenty of room to edit videos as I need. And here we have my Cooler Master. I believe it's the, shoot, what is this? This is the 280L, the Nepton 280L. And this is a 280 mil radiator, which is pretty cool. And then all these fans here are the new Noctua industrial PPCs, which they spin pretty fast. They're rated for 3000 RPM PWM, but they don't necessarily need to go that high. But I mainly got them just to allow myself, if I need the extra airflow, it won't be restricted in any way. It'll definitely give the cooling that I need in case it gets really hot. So that's for the most part all we have. And what I'm going to do is take out the motherboard and install it, and then we'll get into installing everything else so that I won't have to worry about routing cables and doing any of that boring stuff. So this should be a pretty sweet and short video. So that was my build. It turned out to be a speed build because I didn't feel like going through and explaining every little detail. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully the music I picked out wasn't too horrendous. I tried to pick something that was free so I wouldn't get a whole lot of copyright strikes. And that's basically the build. All the pieces and parts are put together, so I'm going to fire this up. And if you're watching this video now, that means that everything was successful. So fingers crossed from this point on, but if you're seeing it, then everything went all right, and I'm very happy with it. So without further ado, I guess this big thanks is to YouTube channels such as Linus Tech Tips, Tech Syndicate, as well as Jay's 2 Cents. Without their influence and what they do, I wouldn't really have the guts to be able to do something like this, especially with the money I spent in this build. But everything looks legit, so I can't wait to fire this up, and we'll see how everything goes. All right, so thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next video. All right, bye-bye.